Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tool Ladies at Bet and Stuff, where we make sports betting fun and easy. Our goal is to give you a proven sports betting strategy with little investment. And today we got more of that strategy, right? We're going to go ahead and take a look at the EPA Hot Sheet Hot Minute. We're going to bring in our guest, Dave Bartoo. He is the mastermind of the WNBA Hot Sheet, which I love. It's all about pace of play and scoring and all that kind of fun stuff to come up with predictive numbers to help you increase your winnings like I did. So I'm happy to have you back, Dave. How are you? And what are you going to cover for us today?
What makes sports betting fun is freaking winning, right? I mean, it's one thing to have our sheet, which is about due diligence, right? I mean, it started you jumped on board with us a few years ago with the NFL, which is where the EPA started. And that changed your winning percentage. It also changed your losing percentage, right? And so with the WNBA, we back tested it, we pre-tested it, we rolled it out 11 days ago.
Yeah, it seemed like it took forever to get out here. I knew you were going to do it, and then I was like, I didn't know it was going to take the WNBA so long to get home on the road and home and away and all that kind of good stuff.
Right. We had to have enough data on the season to start projecting what these teams do, because we're looking at a moving average of key analytical performance metrics, with their pace of play, offense and defensive scoring efficiencies. It all boils down to per possession efficiency in a certain period of time. And how we measure the WNBA actually turns out that their most effective model is different than the NBA, which is different than men's college basketball. Everybody behaves a little bit differently, but holy shit, has this thing been hot this week, right? I mean, the last 24 plays, and for everybody out there listening, the hot sheet projects 4 plays per game. Okay, we project the spread, we project the game total, we project both team totals, and since Sunday, week over week, since Sunday, this thing is 23-9. If you just simply bet what the EPA hot sheet said to bet. So from that standpoint, as a bettor, because part of modeling this, I also take the responsibility of betting every single one. I hope to be above 500 because it was designed for due diligence. This is designed for people like you to go, I have a model. Can this other model make me sharper? Right? Can it produce a couple more wins? Can it reduce a couple more losses? And we both know that one win here and there every day is freaking unbelievable. 8-4 versus 7-5 is nuts. So that's what it's there for. But on top of it, having it so effective right now, and with that 23-9 record, it moves the entire process over the last 11 days up to just above 60%. Yeah. So I'm really ecstatic for that. So we got 3 games today in the WNBA.
We crushed the Aces yesterday. We crushed it 3-1.
Right. Right. And none of these games start before 3 p.m. Thank God. Good Lord. If anybody at the WNBA is listening, quit tipping games before 5 p.m. on the West Coast. Jesus Christ. But I'm going to focus today. There's Washington is at Chicago. We got Connecticut at Minnesota and Indiana at Seattle. All 3, the EPA hot sheets, they were posted last night. And for anybody following WNBA betting, you know that the board, they usually post the team totals and the spreads around 8 to 9 o'clock Pacific time. And then the team totals, I have found, rarely come out before 11 Eastern, 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific. So having these things in hand, to me, is very important. Now, before I get into Indiana, Seattle, a little side note about what we've been tracking as well. We've been tracking line movement as it opens, as it pertains to the EPA. Right. And in the last 20 line movements, okay, so we have spread movements, we have team total movements, we have game total movements. But in the last 20 moves, 17 of them have been at the EPA model, meaning that if you don't bet right when you get those numbers, it's moving against you. Okay. So the other thing that we're seeing is A lot of people will move the game total, but the team totals won't budge. A good example right now, I think, is Indiana, Seattle. It opened at 163. It's at 164.5 as of the recording right now, but the team totals, 82.5 and 81.5, haven't changed. So that means nobody's betting the team totals,
Right.
and they're not adjusting the team totals. So you can see, right? So you can see some value in that stuff. But let's break down Indiana, Seattle in the hot sheets, and I'll just go through the whole game so that everybody listening can kind of understand what we're looking at. So we break down the expected point averaging (EPA) by 3-pointers, by inside the 3-point line, and free throws. So from the 3-point line, Seattle, we expect them to dominate this game. We have them at 27 points from 3, and we have Indiana at 21. So it's about a 7-point swing. Actually, the numbers are 19.6 and 28, but I'm going to adjust them to be a little bit more basketball friendly. But Seattle inside the 3-point line, the last 3 games has been shit. Absolute shit. Not only on offense, but on defense. The EPA on Seattle inside 3 is 40 points. Indiana is at 56. There's a 16-point swing inside of 3. So we expect the Storm to win from outside the 3-point line, but get absolutely dominated inside the 3-point line. The other thing is Seattle has been putting teams on the free throw line, very inefficient in their foul control. Indiana's been getting to the foul line a lot over the last 3 games. We have Indiana winning the free throw contest 21-17. So what does that mean? That is 97-84 Indiana over Seattle. Now, the total on this game is 163 as of last night. I think right now, as we're talking, it's 164.5.
Right.
97-84 is 182, folks. I'm leaning over 163. I've already bet that last night. Then the spread's moved. Okay. It opened last night, Indiana -1.5. Right now, as we're talking, it's -2.5.
Right.
Already lost the point. I got it last night with the hot sheet at -1.5, but we have Indiana projected over Seattle by 13.1. So I don't think you're missing out on points there, but I just like the habit of when I get my hot sheet and those lines come on board, bam, I hit them because I don't want to lose a point and lose a win here or there. So those are your 2 big ones. Now, the team totals, like I said, they haven't moved. The game totals moved. The team total hasn't moved. Seattle opened at 82.5. It's still sitting there. We're at 97.6 over. And Seattle is at 81. That was Indiana. Seattle is at 81.5. Our projection for Seattle is 84.5. So it's tight. This is where those line moves. You get up 81.5, 82.5, 83.5. You're losing a lot of value there. So the numbers are still over for Seattle, 81.5 in this game. So quick recap, we are 3 overs across the board.
Right.
Indiana to win and cover in Seattle tonight.
Awesome. And so then you can definitely go ahead and pick up your very own hot sheet at patreon.com EPA Sports. It's literally like $1 a day, or even better, like basically $1 per post, because there are days throughout the week.
It's $1 a hot sheet, right? It's $1 a hot sheet. Well, for example, for folks listening for the first time, for example, I posted the EPA hot sheets last night, not only for today, but for tomorrow. Because the numbers aren't going to change. The Liberty and Atlanta aren't playing tonight. Dallas and the Sparks aren't playing tonight. So the game's already projected. So what we want to do is help you with your due diligence, get ahead and be prepared for when the lines post so you can be ready to hit those lines at their best value.
Exactly. All right, cool. Well, good luck, Dave. Good luck, everyone. I'm in on it. I'm ready to go. So we will see you perhaps tomorrow for some more insight on the WNBA. Thanks for joining again. I appreciate it. All right, folks. And then if you want to follow us, make sure you do like and click on the bell to get the latest notifications there for sure. You never want to miss us when we go live, because Dave brings us the heat with these lines and plays. Also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Reddit. You got it. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.